A secretive underground naval base is slowly taking shape close to China. This is being developed by India, with which China had a border standoff last year. INS Varsha is a new naval base being developed under Project Varsha for the Indian Navy. This base will be the home of the Navy's new fleet of nuclear submarines. The plan was to construct the base within a radius of approximately 200 kilometers or around 125 miles from Visakhapatnam, the headquarters of the Navy's Eastern Naval Command. Earlier news reports suggested that Gangavaram had been the initial site for the new base, but new insights reveal it's now being developed at Rambilli, which is 50 kilometers or 31 miles from Visakhapatnam. This development is strategic in nature and holds key to India's undersea game plan in the future. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why INS Varsha, secret underground naval base, could send chills down China's spine. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive military vehicle online game for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, in which you can go to battle on more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. The game has an amazing attention to detail and focuses on a realistic combat experience, which is why knowing your vehicles and skill really makes a difference. It's easy to get into, and all you need to play is nothing more but your mouse and keyboard or controller. Immerse yourself in cross-platform combat with more than 20 million other military vehicle enthusiasts from all over the world. Download and play War Thunder for free using the link in the description below, and also get a free bonus tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account. The nuclear deterrence of a country depends on the nuclear triad. A nuclear triad is the capability to launch nukes from land, air, and sea, and consists of land-launched nuclear missiles, strategic aircraft with nuclear bombs or missiles, and nuclear missile-armed submarines. While India has Agni series land-based missiles and aircraft like Sukhoi 30 MKI, it started deploying Arihant-class ballistic missile submarines armed with SLBM, submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines are considered to be the most crucial weapon for a country, since they're the most survivable part of the nuclear triad. A surprise preemptive strike might wipe out a country's land-based missiles and nuclear bombers, but it's very difficult to track and take out ballistic missile submarines patrolling quietly in the depths of the ocean. Since they can't be taken out by first strike and can retaliate against an enemy with SLBMs, no sane adversary will attack a country that possesses a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine armed with SLBMs. The importance of these can be gauged from the fact that 14 ballistic missile submarines of American Ohio class together carry approximately 50% of the total U.S. active inventory of strategic thermonuclear warheads. SLBM-armed nuclear power submarine is especially significant for India, as it has a no first use of nuclear weapons policy. The idea of underground naval bases, like INS Varsha, is not new. These were common during Cold War, and China has also constructed them. While spy satellites cannot track submarines in the ocean, they can track them when these submarines leave or return to the port. This way, an enemy can gauge the deployment of a submarine fleet, including the exact variant and numbers of submarines being operated at a particular time. This compromises security and is absolutely untenable during warlike situations. This place was chosen for its notable underground chambers. These allow the submarines to enter and exit base through tunnels. So the submarines thus don't require to come to the surface and remain hidden from the enemy spy satellites. It would ensure the secret deployment of India's nuclear submarines. The location will also ensure that it will have a large nearby facility of the Baba Atomic Research Center, BARC. INS Varsha will have repair and maintenance facilities, along with amenities for the crew. As per reports, it will be big enough to accommodate large ballistic missile submarines, such as the Arihant class and upcoming S-5 and nuclear attack submarines. INS Varsha would be able to accommodate at least 12 big nuclear submarines at a time. Diesel-electric submarines can also be operated from the facility. The facility would be capable of withstanding even nuclear attacks. This base has been compared to the top-secret Hainan nuclear submarine base for the Chinese PLA Navy. It was reported that the Indian government has diverged 670 hectares of forest land in Rambilli to Project Varsha, which was needed to house a strategic technical area and a command and control center. This was required for the Phase 2 of the project. Construction of Phase 1 is reported to be in full swing. INS Varsha is expected to be completed and operationalized by 2022. Once completed, INS Varsha will be instrumental in protecting India's national interests and safeguarding its sovereignty. India is moving ahead with the construction of the Arihant class, which is India's first indigenous ballistic missile submarine. The plan is to have 4 of these. INS Arihant displaces around 6,000 tons. It has a length of 365 feet, or 111 meters. It's powered by an 83-megawatt nuclear reactor that drives a single 7-blade propeller. INS Arihant has unlimited range and endurance, limited only by essential supplies. It will be able to carry 4 K-4 SLBM, having a range of 3,500 kilometers, that's 2,200 miles, or 12 K-15 SLBM, having a range of 750 kilometers or 435 miles. India has already built the second submarine of this class, named INS Arigat. It's currently undergoing trials and is expected to be commissioned later this year. It's interesting to note that INS Arigat is larger than INS Arihant and is powered by a nuclear reactor having more capacity. INS Arigat will be capable of carrying 8 K-4s or 24 K-15s. So, moving forward, India will have an increasing number of submarines, including nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. In this situation, INS Varsha will play a crucial role.